Hello, dears. Welcome to the online Sunday school once again. Last time in the video titled Night Talk with Jesus, we looked at one simple way of having a meaningful talk with Jesus when you're about to hit bed. If you've not watched that video, ask your parents to help you. This week, let's look at how we can talk to Jesus in the morning. In our Night Talk with Jesus video, we looked at a pattern of remembering events from the time you woke up to the time you hit bed. We went sequentially through all the events of the day to thank Jesus and express our gratitude. In this video, for your morning talk with Jesus, you can use another pattern. You can start from head to your feet. Let's call it parts of the body method. Shall we try to learn this practically? What is the topmost part of a body? The brain. Yes, you're correct. What do you do with your brain? Some of you may be saying, I think, I memorize, I make decisions, I solve problems, etc. Now carefully answer this question. What are the verses from the Bible you can remember around these things that you just said? What does the Bible say about thinking? Philippians 4:8 gives us a list of things to think about which are excellent or praiseworthy. When I think about solving problems with my brain, I think about characters like Daniel, Joseph, and Abigail. And when it comes to memory, we know that Jesus at a very young age surprised the Pharisees with his sound knowledge of the scripture. I also remember Moses asking Israelites to keep the word always in their memory. I remember David saying, I've hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. So as I begin to pray using the parts of the body technique, I try to remember Bible verses, Bible characters, and promises and use it to structure my prayer. So, how can I pray using this technique? Here's a sample. Jesus, thank you for my brain. Please help me to think good and reject bad thoughts. Help me excel in my studies and learn things that are taught to bless others, just like Daniel and Joseph. Make me like Abigail, who was an intelligent person and was a peacemaker. Help me memorize your word and use it as a sword against the devil. I want to claim the promise that I am not given the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. I'm sure you understood the method we are using to pray using parts of the body. Let's do another example. What is the next important organ just below the brain? Yes, it's the eye, through which we see, observe, judge, and also read. What are some of the verses and Bible characters that come to your mind? I remember this verse that says, I will not set before my eyes anything that is worthless. And as I say this, I also remember David being idle, allowing his eyes to wander and falling into sin. I also remember a story where Prophet Samuel saw the outer appearance of all the sons of Jesse's house while choosing a king. God told him not to look at the outer appearance. Do we also choose friends based on wealth, appearance, or name and fame? I also know that God has given me eyes to read His word, meditate, and to know more of Him. So how do I pray using my eyes? Dear Jesus, thank you for my eyes. Please keep my eyes from seeing and watching unclean things and not fall in sin like David. Let me not be fooled by the outer appearance like Samuel. Please open my eyes to understand your word and see all the wondrous things you have hidden for me. May I also be like Josiah, who did everything that was right in your eyes. We went through the brain, eyes. Shall we try a few more in brief as we are short of time? I would encourage you to spend quality time for each part of the body when you pray. Let's quickly talk about ears. Are you reminded of little Samuel, whose ears were attentive to the Lord, and the Lord whispered many secret things to him? Sometimes we hear instructions but yet disobey, like Adam and Eve. God told them what not to do. They heard, still disobeyed. Here we can pray, Jesus, please make my ears attentive to your voice and listen to what my parents say, just like Samuel. And please help me to obey what I hear. You can add more verses, Bible characters, and promises when you try this yourself. What do you remember when you think about the mouth next? Do you remember the verse? Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of my mouth, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. As you remember further Bible verses, characters, and promises, your prayer could be, Lord, may I not lie with my mouth as Ananias and Sapphira, who were punished. Rather, let my mouth be filled with praise like David the shepherd, and carry words of good advice like the little servant girl of Naaman. Shall we try the neck? In the Bible, we see a lot of verses that warn us about being stiff-necked. What is being stiff-necked person? Being rebellious, stubborn, proud, thinking too highly of oneself? Let us ask the Lord to keep us away from becoming stiff-necked like Pharaoh and even the Israelites, but have a repentant heart like the Ninevites who realized they were wicked and repented. Let's try this one last time. What's next after our neck? Let's go to the shoulders. Shoulders generally mean responsibility. I can remember these verses that tell us to cast our burdens on the Lord, and another that commands us to bear one another's burden. So you can pray, Lord, I place all my cares, worries, problems, and anxieties, sadness, hurts at your feet. I want to lift up the needs of the others. Please help my sibling to study well. Heal my friend who's sick. My best friend is having some family problems. Won't you kindly help him, Lord? Now, you're all smart kids, and you should have definitely understood how to use the parts of your body to pray meaningfully in the morning. As we have limited time here, why don't you think about how you can use the rest of the parts of your body like heart, hands, stomach, legs, and feet to pray? Try remembering Bible verses, promises, and Bible characters and use it to structure your prayer. Will you start doing this exercise starting this week? I'm sure you will enjoy doing this activity and you realize how much is there to talk to Jesus. Shall we write down the tips of the day? Are you ready? T, the title of the day is My Day Talk with Jesus. I, what should I introspect? Is my talk with Jesus short and boring? P, God has promised that when I seek Him earnestly, I will find Him. S, sin to avoid. May I never stop depending on God through prayer. See you all next week. Till then, stay safe and God be with you.